feeling that allows
Mhm.
me to be whatever I
Hello,
want to be.
everybody.
And
Welcome, welcome,
I
welcome
am
to
gonna
our spring celebration. For many of us, we've been feeling this energy rise, right? As the light is slowly, it feels like it's been slow this year, but it was the same time as every year that things are coming back, that light is coming back. And today marks the official beginning of spring. Happened a couple of hours ago. And a whole bunch of other things are also happening astrologically. The sun is moving into Aries, and with it, this new warrior energy. In fact, there's 5 planets that are moving into Aries over the next day or so. And tomorrow, of course, is the new moon in Aries, and there's a lot of this new energy, new. Tomorrow is the new moon in Aries, as I mentioned, and I wanted to just invite you to join us for our monthly new moon session, which we do every month. Tomorrow being also a spring celebration, where our Get Clear program is really around design or designed around a few things. First and foremost is intention setting and really creating the container, if you will, for us to be focused on that intention throughout the year and course correcting as needed. But really, it's more about recommitting to it each month of like, oh, yeah, here's where I am and here's where I need to go. We use astrology, tarot, as well as just some really practical elements to support us on that journey. And so I offer that to all of you as an invitation if you're interested. And as we begin this conversation tonight, I want you, if you don't already have your journal handy, to grab that, as well as to make space. You will be lying down from this Yoga Nidra. So making sure that you gather all of the materials that you might need. I always say a blanket is nice, something maybe under your knees, whether it's a bolster or a rolled up towel, something maybe under your head. Certainly, if you're in bed, why not, right? So, whatever that might look like for you today is to make sure that you have all of those things. We're going to begin by doing some journaling to begin. And then we'll be moving into the Yoga Nidra practice. So let's just take a moment. So, of course, we're here at this spring celebration, but also we're now into almost, the end of the third month of the year. So the first quarter coming to a close, when we look at it from that business perspective, the first quarter done, but also as we think about the spring and this time to awaken into something that will be planting those seeds, it's kind of this closure. And sometimes we need to put closure on things before we can create something new. So let's take a moment and reflect. Reflect on the beginning 3 months of 2023. What has happened to you? So peaks and the pits, right? So what have been some of the highlights? What have been some of the lowlights? What maybe in terms of lowlights, I liked that better than kind of what hasn't worked, because sometimes we need to kind of go into, okay, this didn't work maybe so well, or this was lower energy for me, and what can I learn from it? So what kind of worked as we think of January, as you began this year and set these intentions for yourself, whatever that might have been, whatever that might have looked like. Maybe you had some really big goals for yourself. Maybe you just were like, I want to feel into a certain energy and to practice that a little bit more. Whatever that might look like for you, kind of go back into January, February, and up to this part of March. What's been working? What's some of the peaks or the highlights that you've noted? What are some of those low points or low lights, right? Maybe hasn't worked so well, or that you need to have some of that readjustment for, or even just reflecting on the lessons that you've learned thus far. So We've been talking in the other programs that we offer, our live bi-weekly lives, and we just released a new freebie a download on overcoming limiting beliefs. And I think it's an important thing to kind of incorporate as we're thinking about all of these intention settings and these new things that, new seeds that we want to plant to blossom. I think it's also important to kind of acknowledge what we might have going on for us, and certainly maybe reflecting on the first 3 months, what's going on for us that's holding us back? What maybe have we noticed some of our own resistance to this movement forward? So taking a few moments, I'm going to put on a song and I'm just going to give you the next, let's say about 2 to 3 minutes. Let's go 3 minutes just because, and give you a chance to just journal some of those things for yourself.
Be free and easy.
There we go. I'm going to turn that down a little bit.
Be the love, be
So
the
just thinking about
light.
some of the
Hear your
January, February, and
voice,
March,
spirits
some of the highlights, some of
calling.
the lowlights, in
Be
particular
the
around the
love,
intentions that you set for
be the
yourself.
light. Hear your voice, spirits calling. Awaken to the rhythm of the falling
I just see a couple of people
rain.
just joined, so I just want to,
Surrender to
and
the
then maybe
moment,
I
let it
will
wash
put it
your
in
pain
the
away.
chat.
Awaken to the rhythm of the falling rain. Surrender to the moment, let it wash your pain away. You are the light, you are the light. Lift your voices, spirits calling. You have enough, you are
Yep.
alright. You've got a choice to stand from falling.
And I don't know why chat hasn't been turned on, but it is turned on now. My apologies. I always forget to turn that on. I don't.
Awaken to the rhythm of the falling
I'm not sure why that did
rain.
that.
Surrender to the moment, let it wash your pain
Okay, let's
away.
try this again.
Awaken to the rhythm of the falling rain. Surrender to the moment, let it wash your pain away.
There we go. So we're journaling the peaks and the pits for the Q1 based on our intentions from January 2023.
Shines from the inside out. Beauty shines from the inside
Please excuse the first one
out.
that I did there. It
Beauty
was a copy and
shines
paste
from
from
the
something else.
inside out. Beauty shines from the inside
Mm.
out. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you for your blessings. Your guidance is wise indeed. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you for your blessings. Your lessons live on in me. Ooh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, thank you,
So
thank
as you
you,
reflect, I want you to think about what you could learn in order to make any adjustments as we move into this next quarter. right? So a common issue that comes up, right? I don't know about your life, but I know it comes up for mine is I have these plans to do things, and then life always things take a different amount of time than what I think they are. So scheduling always becomes a bit of a challenge, right? So allowing for more space of time to get things done or to work on things, more creative space, whatever that might look like for you.
Thank you for your
Mhm.
blessing. Thank you for your blessing. Your lessons live on in me.
And we'll give you another minute there, and then we will move on a bit here. Mm. Okay. So, of course, as the world that we live in, at least in this northern hemisphere, as it starts to awaken with spring and over the coming months in particular, I always think it's kind of an odd, at least it's for those of us in Canada. Although it's the official day of spring, it certainly doesn't look like spring. I have several feet of snow out in my front yard. It doesn't look like spring's happening anytime soon. But of course, it happens so quickly over these next couple of months, right? One day it feels like we're still in the dead of winter, and then all of a sudden, tulips are coming up and the birds seem to be singing again, and things start to awaken. So I want you to think, we are also being called. We're being called to awaken from our winter slumber, right? That time where we're more retrospective, if you will, we're more internal, we're dreaming of things. And it's time for us to also come alive again, to sprout those new projects, new ideas, new opportunities, new again. Which for those of you who are going to be with me tomorrow, this is going to be a theme we're going to be talking about quite a bit. Newness, renewing of things. So what intention might you be able to think about or start to at least formulate in your own mind for the next quarter? So for spring, March 21st to June here, what might you want to reaffirm? So it might be an intention that you set in January that you want to reaffirm, and it might actually be something that's maybe more specific to these next 3 months in particular. So although you may have had a larger goal for the year or beyond, what might you be able to articulate for the next 3 months in particular? So think of it now and write it down if you can, or even start to jot some notes down. So we're going to be meeting again June 21st for our mid-year review in Yoga Nidra practice. And I hope you'll join us. And at that, we'll do a full kind of mid-year review to that point, and kind of making some journaling prompts, but also some reflections on, okay, we're halfway through. So I want you to think about this as a next point in our conversation as it relates to this. What do you need to do to kind of care for yourself and for making those intentions come true? And if you've had a chance, hopefully, to jot down some notes or what you might be thinking about, of course, it might take you a few more minutes to articulate that. But as you do, I want you to also think about, for the practice tonight, for this practice, I want you to take a few moments to consider what seed or intention you would like to set for this next month. Now, it may be related to that seasonal one that you had, it may be related to the full year one. But as we do with our Yoga Nidra practices, we want to create an intention for our practice today, which really might be a feeling state. And maybe it's not even over the next month, maybe it's for this next couple of days or this next week, whatever timeline you would like to work with. There's a lot of energy, right? There's a lot of new energy. It's a lot of fire energy that's going to be happening over this next little while. And so how do we balance that out and direct that fire energy to be thoughtful and purposeful in helping us move forward, as opposed to potentially destructive and all over the place. Okay, so whatever your intention might be for tonight's practice, keep that in mind in particular. So as I always say, intention should be short and sweet, meaning positive as well. So it can be something like, I just want to feel calm. I want to feel peace. I want to experience grace. I want to, but maybe it's more fiery. Like I want to be able to, energize myself to move forward. Courage is a word that we're going to be talking about tomorrow night in our Get Clear program. And so maybe it's that, maybe it speaks to more of that warrior energy of Aries. Okay, so whatever your intention is for tonight, hold that close, as we move through the practice tonight, ask you to repeat it to yourself a few times. So take a moment now and get comfortable. If you're not already, lay down, adjust your pillows, get comfortable. Taking a few moments here, right, to get comfortable as we do. Adjusting your body. There's always those last minute, when you go to lie down and then you're like, oh, I need this, right? So whatever you need to do to just make those adjustments now to really allow yourself to fully surrender your body to the support beneath you. Covering up, perhaps cover on the eyes. Closing your eyes. As we begin our practice, remember to stay awake, but allow yourself to fully rest. And if you fall asleep, that's completely okay too. And so we begin our practice of Yoga Nidra. See yourself arrive here. Settle into the supports, the ground beneath you. Feel the supports all around you. Perhaps you have props, the blankets. Start at the skull and notice how it curves outward and connects to the ridge at the back of your head. Scan along the back rib cage, the flat surfaces, the flat surfaces of your shoulder blades that reach down and touch the earth, the backs of the shoulders, the upper arms, the forearms, the palms. Notice the ridge of your seat. Gently nudge or rock. Squeeze and release the buttocks to gain further intimacy with the earth beneath you. Feed the roundedness of your hamstrings, your calves, the back of your heels as they touch the mat. Allow yourself to fully arrive to practice, giving yourself this time, this space. Inhaling and exhaling with a sigh. Begin to bring to mind a place where you feel most at home, most comfortable to be yourself. It could be any place, indoors or outdoors. It could be a place that you know so well or a place you've never visited. There's no right or wrong answer here. Whatever place that comes to mind in this moment today, When you hear the word comfort, peace, ease, that's the right place for you. Imagine yourself here. Imagine yourself taking in all of the sights of this beautiful space, feeling the textures, the colors, feeling the air on your skin, smelling the space. What do you hear? Is there a quality to the air in this place? An aroma or scent? As you look around, what do you notice? How does your body feel in this place? Does it bring you a sense of peace, a sense of calm? Can you allow that feeling to emanate throughout your whole being, allowing yourself to be in this space, feeling its effect on you? This is your calm place, your home base. At any point in any time, whether during this practice or any other time, know that you can come here to feel this sense of peace within you. Bringing yourself back to the time and space where you are, the room that you're in, breathing with your body, feeling your whole body breathe. Drop your vision down beyond the floor, through the foundation, down into the earth's unthawing layer, and deep into the rich, dormant soil of the earth beneath you. Dig in like you're pounding clear your hands into the fresh soil, earthbound. You are grounded, you are connected. Feel the richness, the coolness, the supportive energy of life here. This soil. Can you imagine your intention as a seed and offer it to the earth in this space? As you imagine your seed being planted, repeat your intention to yourself 3 times. As you put the seed in the soil and cover, the seed of intention is now planted in the richness of the earth with access to everything that it needs to thrive. This seed has the sunlight, has the water, has the nutrients of this beautiful soil, everything that it needs to thrive. What do you need to give it to sprout and grow into what it will become? The earth will give it what it has to offer. What do you need to offer it? Your body is a vessel, a container that contains this important seed of intention within you. Start first by feeling this important intention within you. And then as I call different parts of your body, bring your awareness to each as I call it out. Your mouth, tongue, throat, nose, your right cheek, your left cheek, your right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, your face, your scalp, the back of your head, neck, right shoulder, arm, wrist, right hand, left shoulder, arm, wrist, left hand, your chest, your lungs, belly, pelvic bowl, shoulder blades, lower back, your whole torso, your right hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, right foot, your left hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, left foot, the right side of your body, the whole right side of your body, the left side of your body, the whole left side of your body. Feel your full body into one awareness, one feeling, your whole body, your whole body. Allow this blanket feeling to just unfold completely. Feeling your whole body breathing. Notice your natural, easy breath, steady, flowing, rhythmically in tune with nature. Breathe with your full body. See the breath flow from your head to your feet with each inhale and exhale. Sense the steadiness and smoothness expanding and flowing throughout your body. Feel the support as you move. Feel the aliveness of your breath. Begin to notice sensations. Feel the body in connection to the earth. You are grounded. You are contained, holding the potential of the seed and many seeds. Feel the body grounded. Now awaken the feeling of potential, of spaciousness. You are ever expanding and open. Your limbs reach out from your torso, stretching into possibility. The boundaries of you blur. As you stretch out to the four corners of the room, feel your body expand and fill up the whole space. The body is contained again, formed within the confines of your skin and your skeleton, connected to earth, rounded up into the small seed within you. Feel the body expanded, expanding, expansive. Feel it stretch and occupy more space, growing and expanding. And once again, contained. Limitless to limited. Dance between the two. Open and closed. Contained and expanded. Small and large. Moving between these two feeling states. Can you be both grounded and expanded? Can you hold the two of these qualities within you? Possibility and the limitations. How does it feel to hold both qualities within you? Picture yourself walking now, walking barefoot towards an open meadow. As you tread more deeply into the fields, you feel the blades of grass becoming taller, brushing first your ankles, then your knees, even touching your hip in some areas. The earth beneath your feet feels supple and alive with dew. You trudge a bit further and you find a clearing. You take a seat and then lie down. The view above is that of a beautiful, clear night sky. It's so clear, even the stars have yet to come out. As you lay here, close your eyes and rest. Notice that behind your eyelids, you can see the same blue-black sky that existed when your eyes were open under this beautiful night sky. This internal sky is just as vast and open as the one you are lying under. This is the field for you to know. This is the mind space, the Chittakash. Keep watching, allowing your eyes to adjust. Step into the role of witness, watching this space without any expectation. Simply be present and be patient. Perhaps something will appear like shapes or colors or patterns. Perhaps something unseeable arises like an emotion or a sensation or a memory. Perhaps nothing at all. Watch whatever arises in the same way you would observe a painting or a landscape or the open sky. Simply watch with abiding curiosity and a generous serving of kindness. Simply watch. the dark, rich earth. Elephants walking. Heavy rubber boots. New moon rising. Tulips. River stones. Moss. A cedar tree. A mountain range. Planet Earth. Lime green plant shoots. The smell of wet dirt. The scent of pine. Sunrise. Feet standing in mud. A deep well. Soft green buds on a tree. Lean into your inner sense of knowingness. Know that you are the seed of possibility. You are preparing a plot of land to garden. Know that your garden is tended, tilled, and ready to receive life. Now there's nothing left to do but drop your seed into the rich earth and allow it to flourish. Repeat your intention 3 times. As we mind our garden, tending to it with care, we begin our journey back, zooming into the feelings of breath flowing in and out of our nostrils. As the breath begins to deepen, use it to breathe life into your body. Your body is so relaxed. Feel the container of your skin. Feel the temperature of the air around you. Allow your sense of hearing to begin to wake up. Allow your ears to wrap around the sound of my voice. Perhaps reaching out for sounds from beyond into the room that you're in. Begin to listen. Awaken the sense of touch. Notice how the air that surrounds you feels as it hits your skin. Notice how it feels as you breathe in and out. Keeping the eyes closed, begin to visualize the walls, the ceiling, and the floor of the space that you're in. Where are you in the room? Can you see your body lying on the floor, the bed, supported by the props? Can you see yourself? Breathing in life into your body, begin to make some very small movements, perhaps swallowing a few times. Nodding the skull left to right. Slide the eyebrows up and down. Part the jaw and the lips. Graze the edges of your fingers with your thumbs. Waking up your toes, your ankle, your wrist. Till eventually you may stretch your arms overhead and take a lengthening inhale. And an exhale to release it all. This is the end of our practice for tonight. You may remain in this posture for as long as you like. If you're ready to come up to a seated position, make sure to support yourself fully by using your hands on the ground. And come to a meditative position with your palms face down in your thighs, repeating your intention to yourself again 3 times, holding that space, that seed of possibility within you. Perhaps taking your journal and continuing to jot some notes about your intention or anything that came up for you during practice. In particular, pay attention to what you might have noticed about what you need to support your garden to grow this seed over the month. What are some things that you need to do to nourish this idea, this intention? Whatever might have come up for you, taking some notes now. And I thank you for practice this evening. I hope you found it supportive and nurturing for your nervous system and your soul. I will say this is often at the end of a practice, a Yoga Nidra practice, a wonderful time to connect with that inner daemon, right? Our inner best self, our inner soul, as we're kind of in this beautiful receiving or receptive position to really kind of going within to be with this part of ourself and ask what it wants, what it wants for us, what it's dreaming for us. So I offer that as another opportunity right now to kind of give yourself a few more moments to be there with yourself. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. And if I can be of any service, of course, please do let me know. I hope to see many of you tomorrow night at our Get Clear program. And of course, our next live is going to be on, I'm like, what day is it today? On March 30th. And we'll be talking about gratitude. And we will be doing our next seasonal Yoga Nidra and intention setting. And it'll be a bigger one as our mid-year review on June 21st. I was going to say March 21st, but that would be tomorrow. Okay. Have a good night, everyone.